Hey everyone, and welcome. You've probably used it 100 times, right? To water your garden, wash your car, but have you ever really stopped to think about that little faucet on the outside of your house? Well, today we're gonna do just that. We're diving into the surprisingly important world of the humble hose bib. You know the one I'm talking about. It's your go-to connection for everything from sprinklers to pressure washers. But what's it actually called? How does it really work? And most importantly, what should you know to keep it from causing a major headache? Let's get into it.
So first things first, what do we even call this thing? It actually has a few different names, but they all point to the same simple yet totally essential fixture on your home.
And there it is. Whether you call it a hose bib, a spigot, or just an outdoor faucet, it's pretty simple. It's your home's gateway to water for the outdoors. But even though it seems basic, choosing the right one and taking care of it can make a huge difference in protecting your home from some serious damage. All right, let's get down to the brass tacks. If you need a new hose bib put in, or maybe your old one is leaking and needs to be replaced, what's it going to set you back?
Let's get right to the numbers, shall we?
On average, you can expect to pay somewhere between $250 and $350. Now that price usually covers everything, the professional labor and all the materials. But, and this is a big but, keep in mind that's just an average. A few things can definitely make that number move.
So what makes that price go up or down? Well, it really depends. Things like where you want the faucet located, how tricky it is for a plumber to actually get to that spot, and how far they have to run new pipes. So just think of that average as a starting point. Your specific job is what will really determine that final cost.
Now you might be surprised to hear that not all hose bibs are created equal. They're actually different types, and picking the right one for your home really comes down to your local climate. And this isn't just about what looks good, it's about preventing a disaster.
Okay, so here are the two main players. On the left, you've got your traditional spigot. Pretty straightforward, right? The valve is right there on the outside. But on the right, you've got the frost-free model. And the secret sauce is that long stem. It means the actual shutoff valve is way back inside your house where it's warm. That simple little design change is what prevents the pipe from freezing and bursting in the winter. Seriously, if you live anywhere that gets cold, a frost-free model isn't just nice to have, it's a must-have. So now that you've got your hose bib, how do you take care of it? You know, a little bit of seasonal maintenance is so important, and trust me, it can save you from some massive headaches and really expensive repairs later on.
And the first step? It's the easiest one. Just keep an eye on it. Look out for any drips or cracks. You might think a tiny little leak is no big deal, but that drip can slowly cause water damage inside your walls, and that is a much bigger and more expensive problem to fix.
Now, this is crucial. If you have a traditional hose bib, winterizing it is non-negotiable. First, you need to find the specific shutoff valve for that faucet inside your house. It's usually in the basement or a crawl space, and turn it off all the way. Then, head back outside, open up the spigot, and let every last drop of water drain out. This simple two-step process is what stops that trapped water from freezing, expanding, and cracking your pipes.
Look, I know it can be tempting to try and tackle a project like this yourself over a weekend, but for this one, our source really recommends calling in a pro.
And here's why. A professional plumber is going to make sure the job is done safely and is up to code. They'll guarantee a perfect, watertight connection, which can save you from the absolute nightmare of costly leaks and hidden water damage. You know, at the end of the day, it's really all about that peace of mind. So the next time you walk past that spigot on the side of your house, just take a second to think, is it the right type for where I live? And maybe, more importantly, is it ready for the season that's coming up? Because a little attention right now can make all the difference later.